Good evening, class.
Good evening, ma'am.
How are you doing today? I am Prudence, and before we start, let me take the roll call. Sheila Nenima,
Present.
Joshua,
Present.
Eric,
Present.
Evie,
Present.
Emma,
Present.
Lindsay,
Present.
Brian.
Present.
Now I can see all of you are present today, so let's continue. But before we continue, what's the date today?
Second.
Second of
Subject is auditing.
And before we continue, what did we learn in our last lesson? Yes, Lindsay.
We learn about types of audit.
Types of audit. Who can tell us those types of audit? Yes, Sheila.
Internal audit and external audit.
Internal audit and external audit. What again did we learn?
We learn who is an auditor.
Who is an auditor and who is an auditor?
An auditor is a competent and professional person who is trained to carry out the examination of financial records.
That's good. Another one, what did we learn on our last lesson?
We learn about the definition of an audit.
The definition of an auditor. And again, we learned about the importance of auditing. Do you remember?
Right.
What did we say? Importance of auditing. Yes, Jensen.
It's aimed to enhance the creditability of financial statements.
Yes, credibility of the financial statements. I can see you can remember. So today we are going to learn on the auditor, the appointment, and the removal of an auditor. It's our lesson title today, and our specific objective at the end of this lesson, I expect you to explain the appointment of an auditor. And number two, I want you to discuss, you should be able to discuss the removal of an auditor. So in groups of three, I want you to discuss the appointment of an auditor. I'll give you 3 minutes each. In groups of three, discuss the appointment of an auditor. Should be able to late. Who appoints the auditor? And in which period? Let me hear you discuss.
appointment of auditor is a process of selecting officials authorities to qualify an appointed person. We start from the how an auditor is appointed. The first step, first auditor, usually appointed by the company's directors before first time general meeting. The second is subsequent auditors. The third is casual workers.
The second group.
We learned that an auditor, after being appointed, he may be appointed again by the passing of the annual general meeting, the AGM. Then an auditor can be appointed if the existing one dies or resigns or is disqualified before the term expires.
Yes, the third group.
The qualification for appointment of another auditor. That should be a qualified professional accountant.
Are you done?
Yes.
Clap for yourself. You are done a great job. So, in appointment of an auditor in a newly incorporated company, the auditor is appointed by the board of directors within the first 3 weeks. And if the board of directors did not appoint an auditor, the shareholders in the company will appoint the auditor in the 9 days. And again, in a government-owned companies, the auditors are generally appointed by the general auditors directly. So, specific objective number 1 is done. So, we are going to learn on the removal of an audit. Again, in your groups, I want you to discuss the removal of an auditor. 3 minutes again. Are you done? I'll start today with the last group. What are your findings?
Okay, our findings are removal of an auditor
Yes.
is a process of having auditors appointment before the expiry of their term of office in accordance with the law and the company governing rules.
Group 2.
We discussed that an auditor may be removed by the appointment when his term ends. The company by the shareholders may not appoint him again. Then an auditor can be removed by government or regulatory approval by the court.
That's good. Appreciate that. Then finally, group 1.
notice of the proposed resolution is given to the company, often at least 28 days before the meeting required by law.
You appreciate yourselves. You have done a good job. So, in the removal of an auditor, there is the Companies Act of Kenya, section 739 to 746. This act governs the removal of an auditor. Again, there is the ordinary removal. This one, in this case, the members remove an auditor at any time during their AGM. What is AGM? Annual General Meeting. So the members can decide to remove an auditor on their own. And then there is, again, the special notice. The auditor can be removed when he or she is given a special notice, which is at least 20 days. Agreed? Do you understand?
Yes.
That's good. So again, on this removal of an auditor, what causes the removal of an auditor? What are the reasons for removing this auditor? Why do you want to remove in your company? Reasons? Any volunteer can tell us one reason for removing an auditor in the office? Yes, Faith?
Failure to perform audit duties effectively.
Poor performance. If an auditor is performing poorly, you can decide to remove that auditor and appoint a new one. Any other?
Conflict of interest.
Conflict of interest. That's great. Another one? Yes, Joshua?
Then
Okay.
Debt.
If an auditor does, you will have to appoint a new one. Any other? Yes,
Professional misconduct.
professional misconduct. I hope you are taking notes. Professional misconduct. If he or she misbehaves and you decide to remove that auditor in your company and appoint a new one. So that marks the end of our session today, of our lesson. I mean. So what have we learned today? I want you to stand up. All of you. Tell me what you have learned. Start from me. What have you learned today?
I have learned about the appointment of the auditor.
Okay, sit down. Wanapata copy?
Reason for the removal of an auditor.
This one's for the
That's conflict of interest.
Reasons for removing an auditor. What is the reason for removing an auditor, Sheila?
Maybe there.
Yes. Joshua?
another reason can be conflict of interest.
Conflict of interest. Brian, what have you learned today?
Reasons for removal of an auditor.
Reasons. One, faith.
Failure to perform audit performance well.
That's good. Poor performance.
And that about removal of an auditor.
Removal of an auditor. That's good. That was the end of our lesson today. So I'm going to give you an assignment. You write it down. Assignment. Explain comparison between the removal and resignation of an auditor. And collect in our next class